Hey, Marcus Moura here with DBA Human, and we are doing our part 2 of how to identify your ideal prospect, dream client. And we're going to talk about, in part 2, how to position your brand for that ideal client. In part 1, we spent some time talking about identifying your ideal dream client and going deep. If you haven't seen it yet, go back to part 1 when you're done here. Or, stop it. Just go over to 1, and I'll wait for you. You can come back later. And now we're going to talk about your product. So there's something interesting about when you go from really selling a product to truly believing that your product, your service, your brand, your concept is truly every bit as good as your marketing materials say it is. I want you to think about that right now. What you're selling right now to your ideal client, the product and service you want to get to your ideal client, do you believe that that product is truly transformational? That it's really going to improve their lives or do whatever it is that you promise that it's going to do? And it's really because that changes your marketing. What happens is when you believe in that, you start to be very, very picky about the marketing that you do. In fact, we were pitched a while back by a company that said, hey, here's the deal. We do social media management, and what we're going to do is we're going to post 4 stories a day, every day, on Saturday and Sunday on Facebook to your audience. We're going to put so much stuff in front of them that they'll have no way to escape you. I remember thinking, I'm not that person. My brand is not that brand. My product is not that product. I want to be able to really reach the people that I'm trying to reach because I believe that my product truly is transformational. I believe that my high-ticket product is worth way more than what the cost of the product is. And when you do that, then these type of pitches and these type of marketing things, they start to sound really funny to you. And I remember when it happened to me that I learned this, that I started realizing how true that is. Now, once you know that, and I guess let me go back and say that if you don't have something like that, don't advertise on LinkedIn. Just don't do it. It's going to cost you too much money. If you don't believe in your product and you just want to sell, or if it's a transactional product that's not really transformational, I don't think it's for you. I think you should probably look at other type of marketing opportunities. So once you know that your product is every bit as good as your marketing material says it is, now you can match that with your ideal prospect, and you can really start to create some magic. And in our workshop coming out, we're going to talk to you about how to take all of these pieces together and create landing pages, not overblown websites, but landing pages that talk about the most salient pieces of your product, brand, service, what you have that addresses that pain. So when you position what you have, it's not about the features of the product, right? A lot of times we create something that says, when you get this, you're going to have support. You're going to have 2 hours of support a day. You're going to have all the features of the product, what it does. There's a very famous example of this with TiVo. So TiVo should have been the DVR of the world. It should have led a revolution in DVRs, but yet, TiVo's kind of become just not the biggest thing in the market. And what it was is TiVo came out and said, we record TV. That's what TiVo does. But what is our pain point? Our pain point is not that I want to record TV. My pain point is that I want to miss the game when I'm late. I want to be able to watch Walking Dead when I want to watch Walking Dead. So that's the benefit of your product. Your benefit of the product is, what does it do for your ideal client? Where does it take them? You take your ideal candidate to this place, to a faraway place where this reality is gone. Where do you take them? And you don't do that by pitching features, because features is just what it does. Now, do you have to share those features? Absolutely. Yes, you do. But you have, 3 seconds. Maybe it's more or less. I don't know. But you have 3 seconds to get your ideal prospect to really look at what you have and for them to identify, wow, this solves my pain. I can't believe it. I didn't know where to look for this, and all of a sudden, this solves my pain. So if you start with features, you're going to lose that battle to people who talk about benefits of their product and where it's going to take that person. So start to really identify, your features are identified. I know that you can write down the features of your product till you're blue in the face. You write 2 pages of it. But can you talk about the benefits for your ideal prospect? Not for everyone. because you're not after everyone. You have to narrow that down. So I want you to write down the benefits to your ideal prospect only. Only. I named my ideal prospect John, and I knew everything about John. And I took my product and I said, the benefits to John of my product are this and this and this and this. And I started writing it. I thought, this is crazy. If John doesn't click on my offer, if he doesn't want to learn more about what I have, then there's something wrong with the world, because it was such a great match. And now you are ready to start creating content. Now you're ready to start creating images. You're ready to start creating colors and stories and videos for your ideal prospect. If you don't do part 1 and part 2 and you go advertise, you will spend a fortune and you'll not get a return on investment. Because in the end, that's what we're looking to do. We want to create a return on investment, and we want to serve our community. We want to serve the people that our product improves their lives, improves their health, improves their careers, improves their families. I mean, we really are leading revolutions for our ideal candidates. And that's what it's all about. Do this and marketing gets fun. Building your brand, building your business becomes a blast. And I'm so fortunate to be here in Cali. I still can't believe it that I'm here. And I think that it's a direct result of the fact that we believe in what we sell. We believe in what we do wholeheartedly. There's nothing that we get involved in that we don't just believe in. And that alone has allowed us to generate amazing revenues, change people's lives, quite frankly, with the product that we have. Our high-ticket product has literally changed people's lives, literally. And it's really, really cool to see that. And I want you to be able to do that. All right. Upcoming workshop is coming. If you're registered for it, great. I'll see you there. If you're not registered, you've got to register below. It's a free workshop. And I'm going to dive in much deeper into what I just talked about. But then I'm going to take this and layer it over LinkedIn. So how to do all this in the LinkedIn environment. That's what's coming. So it'll be really, really cool. Join me there. But I've got one more part. I've got one more thing to talk to you about. And that will be in part 3. All right? Join me again. I'll see you soon.